today. I hope you're good. Good morning, everyone. Okay, today we're talking about love. Yeah, is love enough for marriage? Do you think love is enough for a person to get married? Our topic for today is why love alone is not enough for marriage. Right? Are you single, dating, or married? Let me know in the chat box. This video is for you. If you're single or preparing to get married, or you're already married. Right. All right. So my name is Daniela Glovio. I'm a married counselor. I help couples enjoy marriage and prepare singles for a fulfilled married life. Right. So I've stated before that today we're talking about love. So do you think that love is enough for a person to get married? Personally, I think love should be enough. Love will be enough if a person has worked on themselves, you know yourself well enough, and you've gathered the skills to love, to stay in a marriage or in a relationship. You've learned all that you need to learn about love. Then, love is supposed to be, love should be enough in a marriage or for the marriage. But before we continue, I want us to look at what love means. Good morning. Thank you for joining my live. Where are you watching from? Okay, so here, let me take this a bit so that I can read what is here. All right, so it stated here that love is an emotion involving strong attraction, affection, emotional attachment, or concern for a person, animal, or a thing. All right, that is love. Okay, here it says love is a profound, complex concept encompassing deep affection, care, and commitment for another's well being, often involving selfless acts, mutual support, and shared joy, extending from familiar bonds and friendships to romantic attraction, and even a broad, benevolent concern for others. Sorry, guys, representing both a strong emotion and dedicated action. That is love. Okay, now let's go to why we are here. So we are not discouraging love. We want to understand it. We want to know if love is truly enough for a person to get married. Good morning, guys. Thank you for joining my live. Please like the live. Where are you watching from? Okay. So first of all, I wrote here that love is what draws people together. Love creates attraction, it creates bonding and emotional closeness. I mean, before you approach somebody, before you start a relationship with somebody, you are in love with them. You are attracted to them. That is love. Love attracts you to someone. It draws people together, right? But love does not automatically create skills. You need to work on yourself. You need to put in the work. If you love someone, if you love the relationship or the marriage to work, you need to work on yourself for you to grow that relationship, for that relationship to be what you desire for it to be, right? So here I said that love does not help you to build your emotional regulation, your communication skill, your responsibility, conflict resolution, all of these things you need to work on, right? Yes, a person who sincerely and put intention into their relationship or into their marriage will work on themselves, will work on all of these things to ensure that the marriage works, right? But again, you can love someone and you don't take responsibility. You can love someone and you don't know how to resolve conflict. You can love someone and hide when you eat a block, or there's something or there's a conflict, right? You can love someone and you don't communicate, you don't take responsibility, you're not accountable, you don't know how to regulate your emotions. You can love, so you can, yeah, we just define love. You can love them, you can be drawn towards them, you can desire them, but you need to work on yourself and on all of these things for that marriage or that relationship to work. Love is powerful, but it's not a life skill. You're welcome. Yes. Thank you, Austin. Austin said the genuine longing and inner readiness to secure the good of another. Thank you so much, Austin. Thank you. Okay. So, marriage, what marriage actually needs, right? Yeah, first of all, love creates the desire. Like I mentioned before, you see someone, something draws you towards them. Love makes you want the person, right? But your character, or the person's character creates safety in that marriage or in that relationship. Your character determines whether the relationship feels secure. So you cannot be in a relationship with someone or in a marriage with someone and they have terrible character and they are terrible people. That's not going to work. So, as an individual, you need to work on your character. How are you as a person? How am I relating with this person? What are my character? What are the things I do that is affecting this relationship positively or negatively? So yes, you can love somebody, but you need to work on your character. Your character needs to be on par for that relationship or that marriage to work. Number two, skills. Skills create sustainability. Skills determine whether the marriage can survive stress. If you don't have communication skills, you don't know how to communicate. That alone is a skill that everyone should learn. Thank you so much, Austin. Thank you so much. Please like the live and subscribe. See you when next I come live. Thank you so much. So, as we were saying, I said your skill, you need to build your communication skill. You need to build how to resolve conflicts. You need to know how to resolve conflict in a marriage that will work or in a relationship that will work, because conflict is inevitable. People fight every day. Friends fight, parents fight, couples fight, siblings fight, colleagues fight. There's fights. It's normal. But how are you able to resolve conflict? How quickly are you able to resolve the conflict? That being said, I have a book called Fight Like a Winner. It's a book on conflict resolution. It's going to help. Everyone should read it. Everyone should get that book. It helps you to resolve conflict. It helps you to know timing. It helps you to know the tone when there's an issue. You know how to communicate, you know the tone, you know the timing. Sometimes you want to resolve conflict, but the timing is not so good. Your spouse is angry, or you're angry, and you quickly want to resolve it. That book is going to help you, excuse me, is going to help you on how to resolve conflict. The link is in the description box. I'll put it in the description box, or you check on my channel. You see a link to get Fight Like a Winner. It's going to help you. Everyone should read it, right? I said feelings are real, but they are also seasonal. You can feel love, you can feel some sort of way to your partner or to someone, or your spouse, but seasons can be seasonal. If you've not really worked on yourself, you might just it can go off and on, right? It can go off and on. Yeah, feelings fluctuate. Your feelings can fluctuate. People that are married or in a relationship would agree with me that sometimes you don't like your partner. Sometimes you're angry, you're mad at them, and you don't want to even be in the same space with them. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That feelings are real, but they can be seasonal, they can fluctuate. There are sometimes that you're just angry, you don't want to be with them. You just, please, I want to be by myself. You get my point, right? Yeah. But your values, if you have your values don't disappear when emotions change. Your values, the person you are, who you are, don't change, right? Hence why I said, as an individual, you need to be able to work on yourself. What are your values? What are your beliefs? What kind of person are you? This will help your marriage. Yes, feelings fluctuate, but I know that I'm a good person. Yes, I don't I don't like my spouse at the moment. We are fighting, we are angry, but that doesn't mean that I will go out and do something else that would hurt my partner or hurt my relationship. Do you get my point? So what are your values? What do you believe? What are your beliefs? So you need to be grounded. You need to be able to work on yourself. You need to know yourself. You need to be self-aware for you for that marriage or that relationship to work. So yes, you might love this person, but how are you as a person? How are you? So that when this love, when you don't necessarily, when you are not really, when you don't really like your spouse, or when your spouse is hurting you, or you're mad at each other, what keeps you grounded? What keeps you grounded? What makes you stay in that relationship? Who are you? Is it that, oh, when you guys are fighting, you just jump out and go and meet another person or cheat on them or do something that will hurt your spouse or your partner? Is that the kind of person you are? So yes, you can love them, but you need to be self-aware. You need to have your values. These are what keeps you grounded, right? I said marriage isn't sustained by intensity, it's sustained by integrity. You need to be a person of integrity. Who are you? Right. Thank you so much. I said love does not teach you how to manage anger or disappointment. Like I said, you need to be emotionally mature. You need to be emotionally mature in a relationship or in a marriage. Love doesn't teach you how to manage anger. You need to work on yourself. You need to be intentional. Like I said, guys, go and read my book, Fight Like a Winner. It's going to help you out to communicate. It's going to help you out to manage your emotions, right? You need to be able to work on yourself so that you can work on your marriage, so that when your marriage is in crisis, you can manage it, you can talk it through, you can resolve the conflict as quickly as possible. Love doesn't teach you accountability. It doesn't automatically make someone take responsibility. No, it is you by yourself that will put in the work. You can love someone and not be accountable. You can love someone and not be able to take responsibility. Oh, I love you. Oh, I desire you. But you are not taking responsibility. You are not accountable. Again, love is supposed to be enough. But if you don't have all of these things, it might not be. It is not. Okay, so shared values. Love does not negotiate core beliefs. Exactly what we spoke about. What are your beliefs? What kind of person are you? What do you believe? What are your values? Know yourself. If you are single and you are not in a relationship yet, work on yourself before you get into a relationship. Fix all of these things because they will help you in that relationship, they will help you in that marriage. And if you're already in a relationship, still work on yourself. Ask yourself all of these questions. Who am I? Yes, I love my partner, I love my spouse, but who am I? Do I have all of these skills to help this marriage or help this relationship? If love was enough, effort wouldn't be necessary. If love is automatic, that okay, yes, you love this person and everything is right, everything is fine, then there won't be any issue. But yes, you love this person, you still need to put in the work to make the relationship work. You still need to put in the work to make the marriage work. Yeah? Yeah, I said this doesn't mean love isn't important. It means love needs support. You need to you need to put in the work basically. The beginning and the end of what we've been saying since is that love is supposed to be enough, but if you don't put in the work, if you don't have the right skills, love is not enough for a marriage. But if you are able to clock it, if you are able to work on yourself, if you know, if you're self-aware, you're emotionally mature, you take accountability, you can communicate well, you can express your need, you can express yourself without making the other person feel bad or a sort of way, right? Then we will say that love is enough. But if you've not done all of these things, love is not enough. Okay? Yeah, love starts the journey, but character and skills determine whether it lasts. I hope you've learned something today. I hope this blessed you. I hope so. I hope so. So that brings us to the end of today's video. Do you have any questions, guys? Please drop it in the comment section. Let's answer your questions, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, join my membership. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye, guys. Thank you for joining.